Oh, brothers and sisters of Black and welcome to my face of common sense. I tried to keep it down and in nitty-gritty under 10 minutes until, unless, if it gives us under 10 minutes to something very, very, very important and not important to liberals, libertarians, people believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people like what? You did it's most 80% of you, 90% of you. I'm only interested in the 10 bracket percent, okay, who have the capability to listen to me. But if you know me on the side, you know I'm a true intellectual. My memory ain't all super and shit, but I do make a lot of sense all of the time, pretty much most of the time, okay? If I'm coming across, have I come across me being wrong anytime? No, as a matter of fact, for years I haven't been really wrong. Because I really ponder and I always do this. See, that's why I say, you have a good question there. I really haven't pondered that. I never really encountered that too many times, because most people are not really deep thinkers, so... like myself, then I'm a Renaissance man. But if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast space, you put it down below. I'm always myself, you ho. Okay, comedian. Please read my description box. You know how to join my Patreon. I don't know how this works though, but I usually put my videos as for not for children. Not restricted though, but not for children, okay? And I don't know how that works with the algorithm, but I really don't care. Because I got shit on the side, working on the side. Okay? And if you see one of my videos, the universe has brought you to me. So let's get on with the video now. This video is going to be about arguing with stupid people. It's a response video. The response video to a link that you can watch yourself. How you can never win arguments with religious people, most dumb people, people within God, people who are just so emotionally wrapped up and biased. You can't argue with them. Don't argue. I made a video about that. You know what I'm saying? 80% of most mass asses, you'll try to have an argument. Even if you tell them where you got your information from, they don't want to do any research. They just want to feel right. And it's just a responsibility video to add on. I ain't never rejected anything he said in the video because I love his videos. Thoughty too. To be thoughtful too. Okay. But of course, you can watch the video. It's an excellent video. I recommend watching them. It's pretty interesting. All of the videos, it's recommended because I'm Indigo Child, and you're not, okay, all right? Yeah, I'm being arrogant about it. So what, bitch? Okay, all right. Why I gotta be a bitch? I don't know. But anyway, when you come across most people, like when I say to most people, I say, you're an idiot if you're religious, and I can prove it to you, and I say, you're an idiot if you're a parent, because you're not, most of the time, you don't know how to parent no children. This is why we have terrible society. I talk about real shit, okay, like, it could be anything. It could be, I could say, hey, you know that and that. And then most people would say, that's not true. But when I start speaking and tell them why it's true, then they be like, oh, if you put it that way. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. That's, and so if you try to articulate your words the correct way, then you'll be understood. But there are those but that's different though. When you actually articulate yourself clearly and artfully, okay? And then they hear you. But there are those individuals, I swear to God, man, I used to come across them, but I haven't been coming because I'm paranoid. I don't really hang with no one. I'm a schizo indigo, okay? That's the term I made up, so don't bite my shit, though. Just like Sexologist is a word I made up, too, so don't bite my shit, okay? But people, you can make up the word and make it popular all you want, I don't care, but don't say you are that and you're not that, okay, all right? But you already know I have schizophrenia. I have schizophrenia, and I'm hyper. And so when I talk to my therapist, I don't usually have arguments with them. They either keep their job or they lose their job. All right? They keep their job for trying to make fun of me for shit that's real, okay? Versus the shit that they supposed to be giving me therapy for. So I got a therapist and I got a psychologist. Sure, I'm the crazy man alpha, right? Because of myself. I make so many children and people laugh. That's part of my goal, be myself. Don't want to be nobody else. But anyway, I just want you to understand, when you come across an NPC, I call them NPCs EDB. They're emotional. They want to feel right. They need some sort of validation with themselves. Like he said in the video, it is called egocentric narcissism. I call it egocentric narcissism, okay? And a lot of people have this thing, okay? I call it different terms. Those terms are the same, pretty much the same. Okay, you could call it the brain, complex. You could call it the brain. You could call all sorts of things. Brain God complex. Okay, something you could call it whatever creative. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, but
The term I put down, okay, what I say is different too. It's the same. It's pretty much the same. It's just that when you come across a person like that, cease, do not feed the trolls. You know what they say. Usually I try to feed the trolls by getting on their nerve and going into your inbox, okay, on Facebook. But trust me, if you try to argue with someone who's really, really emotional, really, really sensitive, you can easily destroy them. But you'll get banned. You'll get banned, okay? Like me for years. I said, somebody would call me a liar. Someone would tell me that I told them I'm not a sinner, and they'll tell me, no, you're a liar. I'm like, Jesus doesn't exist then. See, you deflect and you focus on some other direction so you can see and catch them in their conundrum, okay? It's just a fucking psychological problem they have here. I tell people I don't have no sins, and they get all fucking up in their pants. Like, oh, this motherfucker got sins, ain't it? How do you know, motherfucker? How do you know I have sins? How do you know? I don't know, but I know you lying. I'm like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? And these are the type of motherfuckers. Most people are like this. Most people are like this. I tell people all the time, I know people who are more pure than me, whose ignorance is probably way more pure and pristine than mine. Okay? But then they'll not listen to me. I'm like, they don't even hear. They won't even ask a question. And most people who don't ask questions are really idiots. They're really idiots. They don't ask questions. They don't want to learn. They want to feel like they're right. Okay? Like sometimes I'll see Candace Owens like talking to some individuals, and sometimes she'll do a snap. She'll say some shit like, okay, she's hesitant. She don't hesitate. She just say, oh, you're trying to steal. You're trying to steal from the wealthy. Okay, I mean, shit like that. And I'm like, wait, whoa, Candace. Hey, sometimes you gotta slow down. That person didn't mean that. I remember the one guy she was talking to. His name is, I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now. I just made a video about both of them anyway on Martha's Knowledge 5, so you can check it out. They had an argument. They don't agree with one another because Candice is more on the logical side. He's not. His name was Russells. Yeah. His name was Russells or Brussels and stuff. He has that Italian accent. Oh, he's more, he used drugs, and he definitely can't be more intelligent than Candice. Of course not. But sometimes he snaps on them, and I'm like, oh, take it easy, Candice. Jesus Christ, take it easy, okay? Candice Owens, her face has changed because of that pregnancy. God damn, her face is just blown up. That's what happens. I keep telling guys all the time that if you just get a thinner female, she'll get all this shit in the right places. She used to be anorexic, too. Candice Owens said it herself on national TV. She used to be anorexic? I didn't know that shit. I did not know that shit. So she talked about some personal shit about herself. But anyway, the whole goal here is that if you try to argue with someone who feel that they are right, like in their religion or whatever, and you actually prove it and you brought them to it, don't even say no further. Don't even try to argue with them. If they don't have no questions for you, like, where you get that from, man? Okay, very rarely I'll come across somebody who say, where you get that information? And then I'll show them, then they don't say nothing else. Because I like to learn. I'm always learning. Though I try my best to know everything and every little tiny detail in life as possible, if there's something I just don't know, I'm going to say, it's a good question, because I don't know that answer. I don't even know what fucking TVs are made of. I don't even know. I remember studying about it, but I can't remember. Because really, if you got a person who's a genius, they have a great memory, man. A great memory. The greater the memory, the better the genius. It's not about how the way they study, okay? Now, people keep talking to me about that argument. Saying, no, it's about your memory. Some people memorize things better than others, okay? But people will argue with me about stupid shit like that. And I'm like, dude, if your memory's that good, then you can go in your own way, in your own strategy. But everybody's different. Some people can't do that, okay? And then remember, okay? So you can't just say everybody's the same. Can't do that. Everybody's brain is wired differently. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. Check out the video, guys. Okay, it's a really good, interesting video. And lately, I just, what I just discovered a little while ago? I just found out my phone can actually record other people's videos as I'm talking about it. So I can respond to them and shit like that, which is pretty cool, okay? And you can see where I got the information from, which is all legal. So if I'm looking at a Nintendo channel, I can actually put my face up there and say, hey, this is, it's on YouTube, so you can look at it yourself. I'm not taking anything away. And it's all about my rights, okay? 107, copyrights, disclaimers, okay? For educational purposes. I'm going to start doing that from now on. Some people like my videos. They like them videos. Other than that, that's all I really wanted to say. It's under 10 minutes, and I hope you learned something. Have a nice day. Because I'm not Yo Arse, man. I'm not Joe Beto, man. Have a nice day, motherfuckers. Peace.